I have to admit, I was a bit skeptical when I first heard about the KEF R7 Meta speakers. I mean, floor standers that cost more than my first car? That's a serious investment, and I wasn't sure if they would live up to the hype. But then I got my hands on a pair of KEF R7 Meta in black gloss, and my skepticism quickly turned into amazement. The link to check the product details on Amazon is in the description, so go ahead and take a look if you're interested. What really caught me off guard was how much music I'd been missing out on with my previous speakers. The R7 Meta uses KEF's 12th generation Uni-Q driver array with MAT, or Meta Material Absorption technology, which essentially means that almost all the unwanted sound just disappears. It's like having a private concert in your living room, with every note and every beat sounding crystal clear. I set one up in my living room, played a vinyl record that I'd never been able to fully enjoy before due to room echoes, and suddenly every note from the deep bass to the crisp hi-hats felt like it was happening right in front of me. It wasn't just louder, it was clearer, like someone had turned off the room's reverb switch. I think what really impressed me, though, was the level of detail that the R7 Meta brings out in music. I've always loved listening to my favorite albums, but with these speakers, it's like hearing them for the first time. Every instrument, every vocal, every sound effect is meticulously rendered, and it's like being transported into the recording studio itself. I found myself listening to songs I've heard 100 times before, but hearing things I'd never noticed before: a faint guitar riff in the background, a subtle drum fill, a whispered vocal harmony. It's like the R7 Meta is revealing a whole new world of sound that I never knew existed. And it's not just music that the R7 Meta excels at. I also love how versatile these speakers are. They handle movies beautifully too. I watched a space scene with deep rumbles and sharp laser blasts, and the R7 Meta delivered both the thunderous sub-bass and the crisp dialogue without one overpowering the other. The frequency response goes down to 48 Hz, so you actually feel the explosions, not just hear them. And because the Uni-Q array keeps the soundstage tight, dialogue stays centered, even if I'm not sitting right in front. That's huge if you're like me and your couch isn't exactly a theater seat. I've had other speakers that were great for music, but fell flat when it came to movies. The R7 Meta, on the other hand, is a true all-rounder. One thing that really stands out about the R7 Meta is its build quality. The black gloss finish looks stunning under any light, and the cabinet feels solid, no rattle, no buzz, even when I crank the volume to levels I usually avoid. It's the kind of speaker that makes you want to play music all day just to see what it can do. I've had floor standers before that looked great but sounded boxy or congested. The R7 Meta doesn't have that problem. It's open, balanced, and surprisingly dynamic for a speaker of its size. And the attention to detail in the design is impressive, from the sleek, minimalist aesthetic to the carefully crafted grills. Every aspect of the R7 Meta feels like it's been carefully considered to provide the best possible listening experience. Another thing that I appreciate about the R7 Meta is how little space it takes up for the sound it produces. I live in a smaller apartment, and most towers feel like they're shouting for room. Not these. They sit close to the wall, take up maybe 2 feet of floor space, and still fill the room without overwhelming it. That's a big deal if you're trying to balance aesthetics with performance. I've had to deal with massive, clunky speakers in the past that dominated the room and made it feel cramped. The R7 Meta, on the other hand, is a perfect fit for my space. And the fact that it's so compact and unobtrusive makes it easy to place in just about any room. I also appreciate the attention to detail in the crossover and amplification. KEF tuned this thing to work well with a variety of amplifiers, so whether you're using a modest receiver or a high-end integrated amp, it responds with control and finesse. I paired mine with an older but solid NAD C328, and the pairing felt natural, no need to overthink it. I think what really sets the R7 Meta apart, though, is its ability to connect with you on an emotional level. Music is supposed to be a powerful, moving experience, and the R7 Meta delivers that in spades. Whether I'm listening to a favorite album or discovering new music, the R7 Meta makes every listening session feel special. It's like having a private concert in your living room, with the music transporting you to another world. And that's what it's all about, right? The R7 Meta doesn't just play music, it reveals it, and that's worth hearing. You can find the link to check them out below.